Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Welcome Home. One more night of DVC Talk. Another night with DVC Talk. Whatever the right way to say it is. Welcome Home is back. I'm digging the name. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't so sure about it, but I'm liking it. Welcome home and welcome back to you. This is the DVC show. We talk DVC once a week, every week, God willing. Me and you talking DVC. I have a couple of goals in life, but all of them funnel into one. Hey, Emily Rose. Hey, BDF. We'll say hi to everybody in chat here in a minute. Truly, they all funnel into one. And it's me having more DVC points so I can take my wife and my kids and my grandkids and maybe some of you to Disney with me. This is what I want. This is what I want more of in life. If that sounds like your jam, you're in the right place. Now, I've been working on a website all day. I worked for work, and then I worked for this. It's been a long day, not a hard day, but a long day, and I was hoping to show it to you guys tonight, but I transferred to a domain. It takes 24 to 48 hours, so you're just going to have to wait till next week to see it, but there's a DVC website for you waiting for you, well, in a couple days, if not, maybe tomorrow. Anyway, let's say hi to the people in chat. If you're watching on the replay, hashtag Team Replay in the chat, welcome. I'm so glad you're here, whether you're live or you're not. The experience is probably a little better live because what we're about to do is interact in chat, and it's fun. Get to know you a little bit. You get to know me a little bit. So yeah, but regardless if you're here now or then, I'm glad you're here. Let's say hi to people in chat. Misty Harris. Hey, first one. That's a first. Blue and Cheese and also in the house. Welcome into both of you. Kadani Sean, one of the members of my channel. Kadani Sean, thanks for being a member. I think Kadani Sean might be a DVC guy, hence the name. Jay Skywalker one still with a better last name than me, but it's a middle name now. PDF, that's Keith. Emily Rose, Jan S., Elena K808, Tremaine at Disney, anybody I might have missed, I'm glad you are all here. Who had the best day? I hope you all had a great day. I had a good day. I've been excited for this show all day, I'm not going to lie. I really, really, really like this. I don't know if it's going to be the most popular or the least popular of my shows. I have a few shows. If you're new to me, thanks, welcome. If you're a veteran, thanks, welcome. We're going to talk some DVC. So if you're interested in those other shows, Good Morning Disney is every Monday through Saturday, generally at 9:15 my time, 10:15 Eastern time. We talk about Disney news and stuff. 6 days a week. We miss now and then for work and life and stuff like that happens. Friday nights, Disney Pins Live. Sunday nights, I have a show called Creator Talk and a show called Disney Creators Live. I interview Disney creators, and we talk about this thing that is growing on YouTube on the other show. And then we vlog and stuff like that, too. That's enough of that. Let's talk about this, which is DVC. I love DVC. As you probably know, I have not stayed at as many of the places that I like. One of the places I did get to stay at is Disney's Wilderness Lodge. Do you know this place? Have you been to this place? Let me know in chat if you've been there, or it's one of the places that you want to go to. Hey, Mar, what's going on? My friend Mar in Memphis in the house. I start off my day, and I end my day with some of you, and you guys are my jam, man. You guys are putting me in a good mood. You always do. So anyway, thanks for being here. And that, I'm talking to the veterans, but if you're a newbie, I appreciate you being here too, of course. Okay. Who stayed at Disney's Wilderness Lodge? Who wants to stay at Disney's Wilderness Lodge? Tell me what you loved about it. I'm going to give you the 5 things that I like best about Disney's Wilderness Lodge here in a minute. Tremaine says, I have stayed in Wilderness Lodge, Copper Creek, and Boulder Ridge. I love it there. Yeah, it is. Let me start at the beginning. It's a good place to start. Good as any place else, right? We went to Fort Wilderness a couple of weeks ago. Oh, nice, Jay. Hello, Ray J. What's going on, my man? I'm glad you are here. Welcome back. Welcome into the show, into the chat. I love national parks. I'm a nut for national parks. I love my family. I love bacon. I love baseball. I love Disney, and I love national parks. I'm not going to say in what order they go, but those are some of my favorite things. And, that was pretty good. And when you can mash 2 of them together, that's a good day for me. And this is kind of a mashup of America's national parks and a Disney DVC resort. Ray J, I love Yellowstone. I haven't been to Yellowstone yet. Yosemite's my favorite. I hear Yellowstone is as amazing as Yosemite. I've been to a lot of national parks. There's a lot more I want to get to, and Yellowstone's one of them. Elena says, stayed at Wilderness Lodge, but not on the DVC. That was before we became DVC members. It's my favorite resort. It's one of my favorite resorts, too. I'll be staying in a 2-bedroom at Boulder Ridge in October. Nice, Tremaine. Oh, man, we were going to be there in October, too. I wish I was. We recently canceled our October trip. I wish I was there. We could do a meetup. I've been at Yellowstone, Rocky Mountain, Yosemite. So I've been to 2 of those far. I've not been to Rocky Mountain. I've not been to Yellowstone. Lori Jean Carlson, hey to you. What's going on, my friend? I'm glad to see you back here. Okay, so let's get to it. So I can go through my list of national parks I've been doing, and I might one night, to be honest with you, I could do a whole national park video and show and talk to you for hours. I love national parks. But we're going to talk about DVC night. We also paid to stay at club level. Oh, that's right. You told me that, Sean. Several years ago at Wilderness Lodge. It was pretty cool. I haven't done club level at any of them. So I guess that's year 5 or 6 for me. I don't know. I don't know if I have the dollars for that one, but I'm going to work on it. I hear it's pretty awesome. So my Wilderness Lodge story is Galaxy's Edge opening day. My good friend, I don't know if you're here, Gonzo. Gonzo, you here? Gonzo invited me out there for opening day. We had a great time, hung out with a bunch of Disney friends, Disney YouTubers. Yep, Grand Canyon's amazing. I've been there a bunch of times. Tried a few years ago to use points there, but couldn't get reservations. Yeah, it's hard to get. So we're there for Galaxy's Edge opening day, and it's the morning before. And, well, it's the day before. And I get there early enough that we only get one. Like he already had, got a hotel. He had all the plans, but I got there a day early, and so we had one day, and we were going to spend it at. I used some of the points to get one room at the Wilderness Lodge, and I remember. So you're doing the Magical Express, right? You pull up in the big, huge monster, nicely appointed, nice, pretty cozy for a bus. And hey, Antonio M, what's going on, my man? Gonzo had to sleep tonight or then? Gonzo missed Taco Tuesday because he was, really? Oh, I didn't know. Well, I'm talking about him anyway. I can talk about him behind his back. So anyway, he invited me out there, and we stayed one night at Wilderness Lodge. Me and him and a buddy of his, Sammy, and it was a great event. So I get off the bus. I see Gonzo. I meet Gonzo in person. I meet Sammy in person. That's always awesome. And then we walk in to the lobby. Somebody messaged Gonzo. Wake his butt up. Tell him we're talking about him. And and I walk in the lobby, and I got to be honest, it's one of those Disney moments that I went, Core Sports, Tommy in-house. What's going on, my man? How are you? I need to get you here in the show. Anyway, it was one of those wow moments that I just had to take it in. The first time I ever walked in the Poly, the first time you turn the corner down Main Street to see the either of the castles in Anaheim or in Orlando, it's one of those moments. I love the cabin style, the grand cabin style. My goodness, did it blow me away. The lobby, spectacular. I look to my right, dark wood everywhere. People checking in. I look to the left. You got Whispering Canyon over there. You got unbelievable couches. You've got to my, I guess at like 11 o'clock, an amazing fireplace. One of the most, either the greatest or the second greatest fireplace I've ever seen in my life. Probably the greatest. Just blew me away. And I was in heaven. I was in heaven right off the bat. And so anyway, we talked. We had a great time. We check in. They don't have our room ready, so we're hanging out. And just hanging out. I guess we were in the lobby for a while. We were waiting for, I think we were waiting for Al, maybe? Who a lot of you probably know. Al, my pal Al. You in here, buddy? Where you at? Somebody wake his butt up too. Get him over here. Anyway, I think we were waiting for Al. Pretty sure that's who it was. And as we're waiting, we're checking out the lobby and doing these things, we bounce into everybody. The Disney crew, it's what I didn't actually, Zip wasn't there yet. Patrick Zip, I met him the next day. But the 3 guys, Josh from Triple P's when I first met him, Kelly, from the Mickey Bunch, so many. I'm forgetting people, I'm sure. And this was the first time I met some of my favorite people in the world. So it was a good day to begin with. And then, we had dinner at one of the top 5 places I'm going to talk about that we'll talk about here in a minute or in a few minutes. It was just an amazing night. And then we go to bed, not early enough. We wake up super dang early. We get the heck over to Galaxy's Edge opening day. And it was a great day, man. It was a great day. That 36 hours, one of my favorite days and a half ever. The opening of Galaxy's Edge in Orlando was amazing. I remember sweating before the sun came up, but rode the Millennium Falcon, 3 times, 4 times? I don't really remember. Spectacular day. Dean Turkey Lakes or Bancroft in the house. Let me get caught up in chat. Corner Sports says hi. Laura, everybody saying hi. I ain't waking Don, so he's sick. Oh, if he's sick, that's no fun. I hope he's not too seriously sick. But Lobby is something else. My second favorite to Animal Kingdom. Yeah, well, we're going to have Animal Kingdom night. And we'll talk about that. I might need to have a guy named Kadani Sean on the show on that night. But regardless, this lobby, the Poly is my home. But just for the lobby, yeah, it's this one. It's this one, I think so. Wilderness Lodge. Opening day at Galaxy's Edge was one of my favorite days ever. Me too, Tremaine. it was only a little over a year ago, right? It feels like a couple lifetimes ago. Such an amazing day. I mean, it would have been amazing just had it been Galaxy's Edge opening day. It would have been amazing if it was just a day that I got to hang out with friends at the Wilderness Lodge. It would have been one of the best days ever if I just met some of my favorite YouTubers, some of my best friends that I hadn't met yet. I met that day. But you combine them all into one, and it's just another level. It's just another level. So let me know if you've stayed there. If you're just getting in here, I see a lot of people popping in. I asked earlier, but I'm going to ask again. Have you been to Wilderness Lodge? Do you love it? What do you love about it? Where does it list in your favorite places to stay at the Disney parks? Or maybe you've never been there and you want to know about it. Maybe you have a question about it. If you do have a question, we'll do questions at the end, of course, although we have a special guest coming on in a little bit. But if you do have a question, put question and or at me at Dolewhipdad. I'm more likely to see it that way. But we'll probably do the questions at the end. But I should announce now we're already 10 minutes in. Feels like I'm just kicking off the show. We're already 10 minutes in. I'm going to go over my top 5 reasons you should stay at Wilderness Lodge here, my top 5 things that I loved about my time there. And then we're going to talk about it. And then for the last 15 minutes or so, I've got a special guest, somebody who I had dinner with there that night. I'll save it for when she shows up. I bet you can guess who it is. If you know me well, you probably heard me talk about it. Go ahead and put a guess in the chat if you want to. But she will be along in a little bit. All right. So let's share this, shall we? Let's see. All right. So, welcome home, the Disney Vacation Club show. I'm hitting the wrong buttons here, guys. Hold on, let me move this out of the way. All right, one of the top 5 things that I love about staying at Disney's Wilderness Lodge is the theming. I've already talked about it. You know, the opportunity. Hold on, let me share that. What am I doing wrong here? Why can't I put that on there? I'll just put it full on there. All right, you don't have to watch my ugly face anyway. The theme, you know, I'm a national park nut. The roaring fireplaces, the unbelievable totem pole carvings, the dark wood colors, the lighting. You know, if you go up to the Matt, Disney Coffee Blog, one of my favorite Disney bloggers and just a great guy. You can check out his channel, Disney Coffee Blog. Check out his website, I should say. He, on one of his very many great blog posts, points out his favorite nook and cranny at Disney is at this place, Disney's Wilderness Lodge. You can go and you can go up to the second floor and you can be looking down on the lobby, and it's just doesn't matter how busy it is or how light it is. That is a nice quiet area. You can get a great brew, great coffee drink, sit up there and just enjoy the ambiance of the theming that is Disney's Wilderness Lodge. It's next level stuff. You know, sitting in a rustic cabin in Yosemite or in Yellowstone, it's just amazing. It really transports you. It's one of the best themes for me. Like, I'm a big baseball nut, and I've been to All-Star Movie, but it's not the same. Obviously, it's a budget versus a deluxe, but the national park, the America's National Parks theme, the woods, the cabin theme, the lighting, the wood, it's just perfect for me. Let me get caught up in chat, see what I'm missing here. I see a bunch of people popping in. Welcome in, guys. If you're just getting here, thank you so much for being here. Smash the like button. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. Love to have you stick around. I've only seen vlogs, but it looks like an amazing place. More, it is. It really is. Like, if somebody said to me, okay, I can only stay at one resort, where is it? I think Polly's first, but this one's a close 1A. I can't even say. And a lot of people are going to get mad at me because they're going to say Animal Kingdom, you know, Kidani. I haven't been there yet. I bought there. I've been there. The sales job happened there, but I can't imagine it surpassing either of those two. This one's great. Dean says, I've been there, but not to stay there, just to walk around and see. It's good enough, right? The Lynn Project special guest. Oh, the guest is the Lynn? Maybe so. Maybe so. Jennifer White announced what's going on, and welcome to you, Jennifer. Rumor is, says Bloom and Cheese, in Disneyland Adventures Campus is 89% done. They might finish before Disneyland opens. Yeah, let's hope so, right? I know that I guess on the news today it came out that Josh Giamorro was telling Mr. Newsom in California that it's time, that there's going to be, I think, large consequences were the words that they put in the press release, if I remember correctly, if they can't get open soon, and that just means they're going to have to fire people. So I hope they open up pretty quick, and I hope that part is open. I love that room in Boulder Ridge. It's based off the legend himself, Walt Disney. I know, I'd love to check that out. The water stream starts in the lobby and flows towards the pool. That's another one. So you go into the lobby and you follow the stream, and you follow the stream outside. Like on the Poly, you go outside and there's the pool. You walk outside and there's the stream, and you just follow it. It's beautifully, it's massive on both sides. You're in a big hotel, and there's big hotel on both sides, but you feel like you're in a park setting, a national park setting. There's rocks, and there's bridges, and there's brooks, and there's geysers, and there's just, it's amazing. And the water goes all the way down the pool. If you're not transported, you're not, I don't know, you're just different than me. I love it. So Kajani Sean, totally right. Sit there and be a soaking up the atmosphere. I do it every time. You know, I talked about last week at the Poly, and I'll talk about it tonight. Sitting in some of the deluxe resort lobbies, just being comfortable in those leather chairs, looking at whatever, from the other, you know, Disney customers and fans to the cast members to the art to the massiveness that the lobbies are. You can probably tell by the way I'm talking. It just transports me, man. I love it. I think I'm caught up in chat. So let's go to the next one. What do you think it is? Let's put it back on that. So the theme was the first one. The next one is a button that I can't hit. Storybook Dining. Now, I haven't done this one yet. Storybook Dining at Artist Point. So I'm a huge Seven Dwarfs guy. I love Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's the classic. It's the original. It's what started it all. We tried to get tickets that night, actually. It's definitely on my list of things to do forever. You know, hey, Captain Akron, what's going on? Captain Akron 27. We skip the 27 every time. I don't know why we do that. Welcome back. Welcome in. When I was a kid, my mom called me Dopey. My first connection to Disney is probably the nickname Dopey. It's probably something I've never talked about, but my mom and my grandma called me Dopey, and it comes from when I was a little kid crawling around in a big, I don't know, grandpa's shirt. I don't even know what the story is. I'd have to ask Mom, but apparently I was just crawling around, and they called me Dopey, and it stuck, and I think that was my first Disney thing. It was before I remember, but they talked about it, and I think, well, it stuck. But again, this Storybook Dining at Artist Point, the night we were there, I think it was Kelly. Pretty sure it was Kelly was trying to set it up, and we had Deb was going to come, and a bunch of the other people are going to come. It didn't work out. We didn't get the reservations. I don't remember the details of it, frankly. But that was a great one. That was a super great time. It's weird to put it in my top 5, and I haven't done it yet, but I thought it was appropriate to talk about Storybook Dining at Artist Point. One of the best things to do there. The next one on my list, Geyser Point Bar and Grill. This is actually where I thought we were going to have dinner that night. It is right on Bay Lake, guys. Right on Bay Lake. Open-ended or open-faced. Great food. Great atmosphere. One of my favorite videos from Hughes and Brews. If you don't know Hughes and Brews, go back onto my Sunday night show, Disney Creators Live, and they were my guest. Boy, they were my guest. Would have been fairly early last year, so it's probably over a year old. But Hughes and Brews, really fun channel, really fun couple, super nice guys. They did a video of a review of Geyser Point right before I got to go out there. So I don't know. I fell in love with their channel and them and this place on that video. You need to check out their channel again. Hughes and Brews. Where to go to check that out? Let me get caught up in chat before we talk about the next two. This is one dining that we want to do. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if you're talking about Geyser Point or Artist Point, but they both look amazing. Yeah, I think a lot of things are closed right now, Mar. A lot of things are closed. Here is the best. So cute food is excellent, and the poison apple martini. So I've heard about the poison apple martini. I'm not a martini guy, but I have heard that many times, actually. Didn't know they had character dining there. Yeah, so again, back to that. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Grumpy, Dopey, and Snow White. The Evil Queen. It's one of the best ones. This one, I'm not as big of a character dining fan as a lot of people are, but that's one that I definitely will be doing. Didn't know that. Yeah, okay. There. The Corner Sports is very nice. Reminds me of the Grand Californian. I love. So that's the one in Yosemite. I love that place so much. Great lobby. Been there a few times. Had friends who stayed there. I've never stayed at the Grand Californian. I will. One of the best restaurants in the world. I believe it's called the Napa Rose. Wine Spectator, like 3 years out of 4, named the Napa Rose the best restaurant in America for vinophiles. Wine people is a vinophile word. Did I make that up? So yeah, the Napa Rose of Grand Californian. Yeah, I think there's probably a lot of parallels between the Grand Californian and Wilderness Lodge. Martin Memphis says the Evil Queen is an awesome character actress. She stays evil and snotty the other time. I've got a couple daughters that you're describing, but yeah. Wow, that view, right? John Morgan, hello. Yeah, that view at Geyser Point. You know, one of the things, the electrical water pageant. So I did a video of the electrical water pageant when I was at the Polynesian. We've talked about it a lot. I really like it. I like it a lot. It really, as I've stated before, if you're a veteran of the channel, I might be repeating myself. I apologize in advance. But the electrical water pageant is, well, let's show you. It's awesome. Here, let me pull this up. I'll show that later. But anyway, the electrical water pageant is very reminiscent of the Main Street Electrical Light Parade in the well, the boats, the barges, the things that are on the water, and you can watch it right there. You can watch it from Geyser Point, so that's pretty cool. Beautiful bar, great. Hey everyone, Jonathan, what's going on? Jonathan, Antonio, everybody else. John Morgan in the house, what's going on? Hey John, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. He's a local. I'm guessing he's hung out at Wilderness Lodge before. Elena's talking tomorrow. Okay, good stuff. All right, let's get to the next one. So the next one on my list after Geyser Point is this one, Whispering Canyon. So I got to have dinner here that night we were there. It was amazing. It was with a bunch of really, really good friends. This place is nuts. If you don't know about, hey, Hitchhiking, is that Hitchhiking Bones here? Hey, Hitchhiking Bones. Hey, Stacy Rogers, what's going on, Stacy? Welcome in. I'm so glad to see you. If you've never been here, come prepared. Come prepared for a few things. Come prepared to eat. Come prepared for it to be loud. Come prepared to have a lot of fun. You can see in that picture there, there's some ketchup. You definitely want to ask for some ketchup at some point during the night, whether you eat it or not. Cyber Nico Zach, and that's what's going on. Yeah, I'm tempted to squeeze another trip in before January. Yeah, we're going to be there, well, December and January. Very, not a long trip, but we'll be there for both. Davey Crockett's here in the house. What's going on? Thanks for being here. I can't wait to go back. I think whether, the Rona will make a decision on how much park time we do, how much be prepared, how much park time we have. That's the right way to say it. But if we don't have a lot of park time, we'll probably do a lot of resort hopping. It's just the right thing to do. I want to have a trip just to do that anyway. I was hoping to see the gingerbread houses and all that. I've never seen that. I want to see all the resorts appointed for, decorated for the holidays, Christmas specifically. I've been excited about that. I've missed out on that the last 2 years. And so I really want to see that this year, and I will. They're not going to have the gingerbread houses. That's too bad. But if we end up not going to the parks, maybe we'll go to the parks one day. We'll just see how the world is at that time. I don't know. But I'm not even too worried about it, because if I can just kind of resort hop, I'll have a great time. I'll get a lot of footage for videos. I'll get a lot of footage for you guys. And I will just have a great time. Like if I go to Storybook Dining, or I hang out in Whispering Canyon, or I hang out in Geyser Point, I could do that all day. Are you kidding me? That would be great. But this one, Whispering Canyon, we're going to talk about when my special guest gets here in about 15 minutes. She's the one that put us there. She was the one that was getting reservations that night and talked us into going to this place, or got us a reservation. Talked us into, invited us there, whatever the right way to say it is. And we had a blast. Gonzo, who, too bad he's sick. He's not here to talk. But he got in jail. The ketchup thing is the ketchup thing. The waiters and the waitresses are actors that are awesome. They're better than on half the TV shows. So much fun. Oh, and by the way, the food's amazing. And they give you all the food. Like, all the food. It was nuts. It was so much food, so much good food. They would just keep bringing it to you all night. It's on a skillet. It's family style, but it's not family style. It's all you can eat forever. It's unbelievable. I'm not even hungry, and I want some right now. And so let me know if you've been here. Where's your favorite place to eat? I know 3 of my 5 on my list here are places to eat. I had to. It's just, it is what it is. The Canyon Skillet, says Kadani Sean, is awesome. Ask for a new spoon or fork. That is awesome as well. There's so many little neat things that they do there. You've got to go. Don't be in a hurry. Don't have plans for right afterwards. I don't remember what the dessert was, but I remember being totally full, totally didn't need it. I think Kelly talked me into having it. I wish I remember what it was, but I remember it was spectacular, and I remember thinking, if I wasn't fat before, I would be fat now. But I was, and I still am. It's so good. I could not recommend this place more. It is seriously so good. Tina McNeil announced what's going on. Jeff, my husband, was very impressed that you met Tommy Lasorda. He'll be more impressed then. Tommy Lasorda called me on the phone. This is not the right time to tell the story, but it's a pretty good story. Tina, ask me about it another time. Tommy Lasorda called me on the phone, and it's a pretty funny story. It's pretty cool. I'll tell you another time. Tina, you asked me to tell it, and we'll do it. Maybe Tina, if you're here, we'll have our members chat, our members Zoom on Friday night. And Tina, if you're in the Zoom, that'd be a great time for me to tell it, because it's not really a Disney thing. But you'll like the story. It's pretty fun. Yeah, and I love Tommy Lasorda. If you don't know what we're talking about, Tommy Lasorda is a longtime manager of the Dodgers from 77 to, 92 or something like that. One of my favorite people on the planet. I actually put on Instagram today, happy birthday, Tommy Lasorda. He's 93 today. And I put one of my favorite people on the planet, or whatever I said. And a good friend of mine called. Actually, one of the people who was with me one time when I met Tommy. And made fun of me. Because, I don't know him that well. But super great guy. I love him. It's a bummer that they aren't doing those pieces of food art. Yeah, absolutely. Cyber Nico, which is fun to say, so I'm saying it again. Cyber Nico says, will be the first time since my daughter was born. Oh, nice. The last trip I was pregnant. I'm a seahorse dad. I don't know what a seahorse dad is. I'm pretty sure seahorses, I don't understand that. But maybe I do, but not really. Anyway, but that's very cool. Good for you. I'm excited for you. I think I can relate, Zach, because I'm a grandfather of 3. A 3-year-old and 2 babies that were born, basically at the same dang time. And I haven't taken them to Disney yet, but I cannot wait. I have 4 daughters, taken them a million times, but my grandkids will go with me for the first time pretty dang soon. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the youngest time is, but it probably extends it. For my 3-year-old, he's probably going to need to be, maybe 6 now, because then his sister and his cousin will be, 2 years behind him. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, Cyber Nico, Zach, I can totally understand. I'm excited for you. I don't understand the seahorse thing, but I like seahorses. I remember being freaked out that you could. Anyway, seahorses kind of creep me out, but whatever. Cool. Welcome. Stacey Rogers. Now, Stacey Rogers is sorry about the Eagles thing and has converted to the Cowboys. One day, it'll be true. Dean says, oh, goodness, we're talking food on the stream, too. Come on, Dean, it's me. We're going to talk food. Yes, so if you're just getting here, the 5 things that I think are the best reason. Whispering Canyon, one of the most fun and amazing meals I've ever had. The lobby at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, unbelievable. Geyser Point and Bar, such a beautiful setting, such a neat place. Storybook dining at Artist Point, and yes, all this is food. And then the theme, just the theme in and of itself is spectacular. I didn't leave out the electrical water pageant because you can see it at other places, but checking out the electrical water pageant at Geyser Point is a must-do. I didn't do it there. I planned on doing it that night, but it didn't work out. I think it's time to tell the story. Yes, Stacy, it is. Finally time to admit that the Eagles stink. And oh, okay. There you go, Cyber Nico. Well, that's not possible, but good luck to you. Cool. I can't sleep. Lull me to sleep with DVC talk. You got it, buddy. You got it. Jeff, your mic is too hot. You are distorting this thing. Am I? What do I do? Is it me? It's probably just the hot one. I'll back it up. I'm not sure what to do about that. Orlando guy, I need your audio expertise. Never, Jeff, never. It doesn't matter how bad the Eagles are. I will never, ever apologize enough for being an Eagles fan. I understand, Stacey. I'm not mad at you. It's not your fault you're an Eagles fan. But, it is what it is. Dean, I was watching a video today of a state fair and saw a guy eating a huge turkey drumstick, and I thought of you. Nice. So my guest is on the way. My guest will be here in about 15 more minutes. And you know her well. She's on my shows at least once a week or so, usually. And she's going to have all the information about that night. I'm saving some of it for then. But again, I want to go back to the beginning here a little bit. This is one of the places I've stayed at. This show, Welcome Home, the Disney Vacation Club show, is going to be a weekly show where we're going to talk about where I've stayed at Disney Vacation Club, but also where you have stayed. And in the future, we're going to bring people on the show. Hey, I've been to here. Hey, I've been to there. And we're just going to talk about, we're going to have people who work for DVC. We're going to have people who've stayed at the DVC places. I'm looking for people who've stayed at all the places. And it's one of the places that I want you to reach out to me on. That is the website that I was putting together today in hopes of having live tonight. I got it done. It's not complete, like however it's going to be forever, but I got it set up so it could go public. But it's not ready for prime time yet. Well, how do you say it? The domain needs to be transferred, and it takes between 24 and 48 hours. So the work I did today was not for tonight. But next week I'll show it to you. And my point in telling you that story is, well, twofold, that you know it'll be there. But the other part is you're going to have a place for a contact form that you'll be able to say, yay, I'd love to be on the show, and this is where I've stayed. These are my favorite places. And then I'll ask you, do you know how to do the lighting and stuff like that? And I hope you're interested in that. I don't want it to be just me talking at you guys for an hour about what I think. I want to have people on here. And I've reached out to a few people. Excuse me, I have hiccups. Tommy from Corner Sports is in here. I talked to VP, Adventure to VP. I've talked to Kelly from the Mickey Bunch. I've talked to a bunch of people. A bunch of people who are probably in the chat. Kadani Sean, a bunch of others who love DVC as much, if not more than I do. And I'm excited to have them on, so we together can share our experience with you. Let me know in chat, what are some of your favorite places that you really want us to talk about? I haven't stayed at the Riviera, but I can't wait to talk about that. And we'll probably at some point, this is the DVC show, but we'll talk about other resorts too and other opportunities. It won't be the main topic. Well, I can't say it won't be. Likely it'll never be the main topic for an evening. But yeah, we're going to talk about Disney Vacation Club and all the things around it, which will include where else to stay a little bit. Does that make sense? A Roaring Fork is a very good quick service there. Yeah, I believe so. I'm still curious how large the turkey must be to have drumsticks. Oh, I know, right? Huh? David Cantrell in the house. What's going on? How you doing, buddy? I'll keep my eyes for that one. I'll put out the link as soon as it's available. I mean, if you're a regular of my show, if you're checking out, if you're on my Slack, or if you're one of my members, or if you're regular to any of my shows, I will certainly get that news out to you. And then put the website out there, and I'll do some blogging over there so it gets seen. Anyway, yeah, everybody saying hi to David Cantrell. Welcome in. Animal Kingdom Lodge will definitely be one of them. I have not stayed at the Grand Floridian yet. Can't wait to talk about that. Some of the other ones. I'm staying at Old Key West. I don't know if I'm staying there in December or in my spring trip. I don't remember now. One of those two. I'm sure my wife's told me a million times, but I'm never paying attention. But that'll be fun. That'll be another DVC one. I'm really excited about that one. Well, I'm excited about all of them. But from what I hear about once a week, the Disney executives have lunch there at one of the kind of hidden gems of Disney, one of the restaurants there. So we'll talk about that. What's the other one I want to talk to you guys about? Well, all of them. We're going to want to talk about all of them. And mostly, though, in addition to that, I want to hear from you guys. Animal Kingdom is definitely one that I can't wait to stay at. And again, I've told the story, and I'll tell the story one night. When we have Animal Kingdom night, which could be next week, we'll certainly talk about how I bought into DVC and that whole day. Mar, I found out the Disney supplier only gives them legs for males. That way they're the largest they can be. Turkey leg talk. Jeff, do you think they will ever put DVC in the value resorts like that? I don't. I think part of the DVC thing is it being really nice. I don't think that. They could, but I don't know why they would. Yeah, Alani. One night will probably do my top 5 in order places that I haven't been at that I want to. And there's no way Alani's not going to be number 1. Alani is dreams for me. And I think I've shared before. We have a family friend. I don't know her too well. My wife knows her better than I do. But they go a lot. They go to Alani a lot. And I'm trying not to be a jealous guy. But it's hearing the stories, even third hand, just spectacular. And I'll watch. I guess it was Michael Kay. He stayed out there for a couple of days. That was fun. I mean, just anybody who does a video there, I'm in on that. I watch it. We've been to Hawaii once. It wasn't Hawaii. It was at the Big Island. We stayed at a very nice resort. It was amazing, way over what my price can be able to afford, and it was amazing. I can't imagine staying somewhere nicer, and Aulani will be. The value resorts wouldn't be value priced if they became DVC. Yeah, I can't imagine the value resorts becoming DVC. I don't know why they would do that. Someone needs to give Orlando guy for the win. You know, I'm not gonna lie. When I do this, when I prep for the show, it's not like I do a lot of prep. Put together the slides and stuff like that. But I did pop over and look at how much it costs, and I need more points. 20,000 DVC points. I don't even know how many I need. If I achieve my goals, and God willing, if I live to a full age, I will. I don't know how many points I will have, but I have very few now. Very few. I think at the time we bought the minimum. I don't want to lie, but it's not a lot. It was enough to get in. And we'll be buying more, but not yet. Not yet. I love what I do, but I run a nonprofit. So, not rich, but I've got some other plans too. And the cabins at Wilderness Lodge, Copper Creek, they're about 100 points a night, but they look amazing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Rising Moons, everyone will from Hitchhiking Bones in the House. What's going on? Jan S says, I love Aulani. I don't even know if I'm saying it. Is it Aulani or Aulani? I'm not really sure. Here's what I'm sure about. I can't wait to stay there. So if you're my guest and you're in the chat, pop on over. I told my guest to be here about 1:45, so we're a little early for him, but I went faster my list. Wouldn't that be great? Oh my gosh, Mara and Richard, shoot, that would be amazing. We try to go to Aulani 1 weekend a year. Nice. Hold on, guys. That would be amazing. I haven't even bothered to look at how many points it would cost because, you know, I think at this point I'm trying to go 2 or 3 times. Well, when the Rona goes, am I plugged in? Oh, I'm not. Hold on, guys. That's what's going on. Hold on. Let me plug in my computer into the wall here so I don't lose you. Hold on. If I lose you, lose me for a second. Stick around. All right, there we go. So anyway, we have 200 points, but would like to have 200, 400 more. Yeah, I don't know the numbers well enough to know how many points I actually need for everything I want. I just know that I need more. Honestly, I haven't even bothered with it. I just know I need more. I spilled a soda. Hitting that button. We have 200, but we would have, yeah. I someday I will get to the point where I'm deciding how many I need. And I spilled a soda. And I'm trying to clean it up. And it's right by my electronics. So that's not good. So yeah, let me know in chat. Who else is DVC? And where is the place you'd like to stay most? Kadani Sean says we have 200, but we like 200, 300 more. 350 for us right now, says Bloom and Cheese. But Jan and I going on a cruise and buying 200 more each. Nice. Hope you didn't spill it soda on your. I did not spill it on my keyboard. I spilled it right next to my mic, but I moved my mic. But there's all kinds of other stuff here. Yeah, it was bad timing. That's what I get. I would love to stay in a Fort Wilderness cabin. I was looking at those cabins. They remind me a lot of the Saratoga Springs tree houses. I think the tree houses and the cabins look amazing. Yeah, I made a mess. And I put it on Disney pins. Oh, man. Whatever. We'll clean that up later. I think the place for me, Aulani's number one. I think it's by far number one. I would love to do the bungalows at the Poly. I would love to do the Fort Wilderness right on the water, those cabins. I just mentioned the tree houses at Saratoga Springs. I haven't even been to the Riviera yet. I really want to check out the Riviera. I'd like to do concierge level at Animal Kingdom. I blame Kadani Sean for that one. There he is, Jumbo. He's saying Jumbo to Will, just as I mentioned him. I'm trying to get my cousin and her husband interested in DVC. Send them this way. Like I'm staying at Saratoga Springs Treehouse in December. Jan, that is so awesome, so awesome. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. Saratoga Springs, when we stayed there about 2 years ago, I guess. We could go our patio would look out on a water feature with a fountain and then a golf course. And then if you looked past the fairway that we could see, you could see one of the tree houses. It was in the trees, but you could see. And it was the best advertising ever for me wanting to stay there. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And I think we might have our guest. Is guest ready in the background? She is. All right. So put in the chat. I think I've seen her name in the guest. Anybody know who we got in? I bet you do. The hints were she's a she. She's awesome. She's on my show on my channel about once a week, and she knows everything about DVC, certainly more than me. Isn't Bay Lake Tower a DVC? So I believe it is. If you haven't guessed yet, it is my friend and yours, Kelly, from the Mickey Bunch. Oh, with a cool hat too. What's going on, my friend? How was your day? We didn't get to talk.
It was great. How about you? How was your day?
It was really good, but it's way better now. I'm glad you're here. I'm loving the hat, and I'm loving DVC and you. So we had a great dinner. Me and you and a bunch of other people. Gonzo was there. Help me. Remember Gonzo and Sammy and Al and you. Who am I forgetting? I know there was a couple other people there. I don't remember.
You know, we had drinks with like everybody, the chef, all the this and that guys.
That's right. That was after. You're right. You're right. That was after. I think that was what was confusing me. Yes, Chef and Steve
Corey.
And Josh. Yes, that was an amazing night, man. So if you were a Disney YouTube fan, that was the place to be that night. I mean, I felt blessed to get to meet all those people. And the dinner we had that I shared with you and others, man, the food was like, if it was just the food, it would have been amazing. If it was just the fun and the ambiance, it would have been amazing. Put it together, and then you put it with all our friends. I was sharing before you got here, Gonzo went to jail. We did the ketchup thing. People were singing all kinds of crazy songs. You made me have dessert when they could have rolled me out of there. What was your favorite thing about that dinner and that place, Whispering Canyon?
Well, it was absolutely amazing to be there with the guys. So much fun, but you know, it has kind of become my go-to if you know, someone's in from out of town or whatever. It's just always great food. I love that they bring it fresh, hot to your table versus like a buffet. And if you want more, you know, brisket or whatever, mashed potatoes, they bring that hot and fresh for you. It's just great. I mean, everything is so good, and it's a good time. So it's the best combination.
Totally is. I just dropped the link for Kelly's YouTube channel. It's the Mickey Bunch. It's awesome. She's got a bunch of shows we're going to talk about here in a minute, so you guys know where to go to get more of her. What's this ketchup thing? Why? I remember, I don't even know who it was. I think it might have been you, or it was your husband. Whoever it was, I don't know who it was. Somebody was trying to get everyone to get the ketchup. They finally did. Would you like to tell the people what happens, or should we keep it a secret? I'll leave it to you.
Oh my goodness. It is so funny. So if you happen to ask for ketchup, then they start yelling, ketchup, 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 all the people, the cast members that work there. And then whoever has the ketchup, they literally from all over the restaurant bring you bottles and I mean 40 bottles of ketchup.
They can't have some ketchup at each table. They have to have all the ketchup at one table.
One table. Yes. So it's hilarious, and all the cast members get into it. The other tables get into it and are laughing, and
they're singing a song, they're dancing. I'm like, I don't even want any ketchup. Leave me alone. They do embarrass you. It was fun.
And you feel so great when you have the pyramid of ketchup when somebody orders it, because then you can finally get rid of it. Right.
Well, and how come Gonzo went to jail? I don't remember the details, but Gonzo was in jail. I remember taking the picture. I don't remember the why they put him in jail. I mean,
I remember because he had a bite of Sammy's salmon.
Yes, ooh, and that rhymes.
And the waiter came up and said, "Oh, you're stealing food," and put him in food jail. And like they put that jail thing and put his food just out of his reach.
That's
Remember
right.
that?
I do now. I do now.
And we're all eating away, and he's hungry and can't reach his food.
And they just kept bringing us food. Like I remember when we were ordering, there was like 4 or 5 different big, huge skillets you could order, and we ended up doing it on purpose so we could just. There was everything. We had everything. Mm-hmm. It was unbelievable. I don't remember what I ordered. I remember loving it. I don't know what you ordered. I remember loving it. It was amazing. Lynn Project's in the house. Rally Creative's in the house. Welcome to both of you. Love that you're here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being members. And thanks for being awesome. So tell us more about why. So that's your go-to? I mean, you're a local. I'm not. But when people come in and go to Disney and they want to meet with Kelly, you go there. Why that over all the other places? I mean, you live there. You know best. I've had 2 meals with you in Orlando. No, I've had 3 meals with you in Orlando. it tells me a lot that you picked that place. I want to hear more on why that one.
I think it's always so good. And no matter who it is or where they come from, they're going to love that food because it's just good, simple, kind of home cooking style.
Rally, sorry about
that. But it's just always good. It's dependably great. So, and it's a fun time too. It's great icebreakers. And, it is so impressive when you walk into Wilderness Lodge anyway. So if it's, someone that doesn't do Florida or Disney a whole lot, or they haven't been there, it's just so grand.
Yeah, grand is the right word. Before you were here, I talked about my 5 favorite things about this resort. I talked about the theme. I love the theming. I talked about storybook dining being amazing. Geyser Point Bar and Grill, Whispering Canyon, and then the lobby. The lobby is just, it's spectacular. What's your favorite part of this resort?
All of those things.
Yeah.
But, I do love that, and I always seem to bring things back to Disneyland, but it's the exact same architect, designer of Grand Californian. It's just Grand Californian's more arts and crafts, but it's exact same build. So it kind of just, it reminds me of that. And it's just so warm and inviting. And you just want to sit in one of those rocking chairs in front of the fireplace and people watch. And
it was a busy day. I met a bunch of people. We had to check in for one day and out. We had Galaxy's Edge the next day, all the things. But I had time just to appreciate it, to sit in those big, you talk about those rocking chairs, but for me it was those, I guess they were leather, really well appointed. And I could have taken a nap there, and just watching the travelers and the cast members, and then all of a sudden, who were the characters that came by? Oh, it was Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale.
Yes, Chip and Dale, that's right.
Yeah, that's when you first got there. Yeah, it was a great time. And watching the kids have a good time, and then walking outside to the creek that goes down to the pool, like the whole place, it felt like you could hike around there. It's one of my favorite places to watch other live streams too, because it's so beautiful. Like, I'm not someone to necessarily watch someone else at a resort necessarily, but when they're there, I'm more apt to do it because it is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. And, I love that little bar that's between Whispering Canyon and Storybook, the Storybook Dining.
Yeah.
And it's almost, you could almost miss it if you didn't know it was there. But, it was gorgeous. It has a huge map on the ceiling, really just cool things to look at. Fantastic drinks. There's actually a Disney Vacation Club members only drink. That is awesome.
This is the kind of DVC stuff that we need Kelly for. Tell me more about that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it was delicious. It came in like a martini glass. It wasn't a martini. And they had put orange slices on the sides so it looked like a Mickey. It was really, it was called the Welcome Home or something. But it was, I had that.
They can't call it Welcome Home. That's the name of my show that we're on right now. Welcome Home. And tonight is Welcome. And tonight is Welcome Home with the Mickey Bunch. That's Kelly. Check out here. I'll drop the link one more time. Check out her channel, guys. She's got a bunch of shows. She vlogs. She's got live shows. She's got a new show that's on Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the mornings. She's got a show on Friday nights. Would you like to tell them about both, please?
Yeah, thank you. On Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's kind of a new show for us, and it's fun. It's kind of, a little mixed bag of Disney news and,
Dole Whip martinis.
Theme. Yes. So tomorrow, in fact, I'm making the pog juice from Ohana, and we're going to make a homemade Tonga toast. So
someday there's going to be overly hairy, overly weight guy knocking on your door with like 4 suitcases, and he's never leaving, and he's me.
Okay, I got an extra room. Go ahead, move in. So,
I would love it.
But yeah, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's brunch with the bunch. Taylor Ray, my daughter, joins us, and we just have a good time. Josh Goes to Disney joins us a lot, and just other YouTubers will pop in, and it's just fun. And
that's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, which is about 10 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock your time, Eastern time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, correct?
Yes, yes. So tomorrow it's all about the Polynesian again. We're doing
Nice.
Tonga toast and pog juice.
And what happens on Friday nights? I spilled some soda tonight live on the show, and it fit. Like, you weren't here for it, but I was really thinking, is she here? How did she not? So her show is called Spilling the Tea, but I spilled the Diet Pepsi. Tell them about Spilling the Tea.
Spilling the Disney Tea is every Friday night, and it's really fun. We kind of have a core group of women, Taylor, myself, Alicia from Cinder Alley
By the way,
Disney.
core group of women needs to be a punk rock band right now.
we're like the Go-Go's.
I love because they've got the beat. They've got the. Yeah. I love them. I was a Belinda guy. I still am a Belinda guy.
Who isn't? I'm a Belinda guy.
I just want more Belinda in my life. Anyway, tell us about that show.
So we get together and we talk about Disney, and each week we feature a special guest on. You've been a guest of Spilling the Disney Tea.
Have I? I love that guy.
Yeah, I know. He's amazing. So,
he's got soda on the floor and his foot and some Disney pins right now. So he's not that amazing.
So yeah, it's on my channel the first and third Fridays, and then Allie and Christy take the other, alternate the others. But so it's just fun. I had as you know, the DePhilly crew on.
Love them.
Last week. Love them.
Yep.
They're amazing.
Some of the original Disney YouTubers right there. People don't even realize, but they've been doing this for quite some time. Pretty cool.
Seriously, they have quite a few videos. They just hit 1 million views.
1 million with an M, people. That's more than 1,000 by quite a bit. That's awesome.
Yeah, so they're great.
You know what? I already love me some meat. Can you imagine how arrogant I'll be when I hit that number? Man.
Gaston.
Everyone, I love that guy. Why do we hate that guy? That's a whole other story. It's a whole other night.
He's not a villain. He's misunderstood.
Thank you. What, you're supposed to go after the ugliest girl in the village? No. What's the problem, people? I mean, they need love too, but not Gaston. Anyway, so what else happens on your channel? What are some other things that they can know about? And then we're going to get back to DVC here in a minute.
I do lots of vlogs around Disney World, either resorts, dining, shopping. I do a lot of shopping. I just dropped a video today that was kind of like sentimental for me. We had taken our little Jalen to Magic Kingdom. It's from last year, but it's kind of just a compilation of that day. I would love it.
You put that on today?
I put it on today.
I didn't even know
Magic
that.
Kingdom from 2019. And if anyone would be so kind, I would love it if you'd go comment on that video. Hi, Jalen. Because he really gets a kick out of people saying hi to him. He's 9 years old and adorable.
So go watch it, go enjoy it, and go say hi to Jalen, make his day. Now, you also are a regular every week on Disney Pins Live on Friday night, which is one of my favorite shows because it's on my channel, and you'll be on this week, of course, because you're on every week talking Disney Pins with me. Your daughter, Taylor, might have the heaviest Disney Pin book in the history of Disney Pin books. I know for that.
As you would know from, lugging it around Magic
Kingdom. I was going to be a gentleman. Hey, I'll get that for you. Oh, never mind. Popeye the Sailor Man. Anyway, but yeah, so she's into Disney Pins. Oh, and by the way, can we say where you work?
Yeah, absolutely.
For DVC. So she's like the perfect guest. And so if you have the crazy questions, you need to go over to her channel. You need to subscribe to her channel. Matter of fact, you should subscribe to it twice. Get another, anyway. And just give her some love and watch her stuff and learn all about the Disney Pins and Disney Vacation Club and all that. How much do you love working for them? What's your favorite thing about working for the House of Mouse? I'm jealous.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, first of all, it's just, the props that you get. You get to say, like, everybody talks about moving to Florida and becoming a cast member. I mean, I have to, pinch myself. I'm living the dream. I'm living the dream. And then I'm especially happy right now. I almost
wish I hated my job. If I hated my job, I would just quit. I love my job. But anyway, I interrupted you. Please continue.
No, I get it, right? And it is fantastic to just have that, I work for Disney. What? I work for Disney? That's amazing. So it's pretty awesome. And right now I'm living the best of both worlds. I get to work at home and work for Disney.
That's amazing.
So it's amazing. It is. So
this is true, and I hope to prove it to someone when I when I win the lottery, when I make it, whatever, whenever it happens, and I don't need to work. I'm going to work for Disney if they let me. I am. I would love that. I would love that.
Oh my gosh! When you get let me get my
please.
This just.
Guys, as you can see, she's awesome. Go check out her channel. It's called The Mickey Bunch. I'll drop the link again. Check out. Oh, that's cool. See, now look it. You're just showing off now. So I'm going to show off too, if I can.
Okay.
If I can not knock over my soda. I'm afraid.
If I can get back on my stool here.
You have a stool? So I have one of those too, but my problem is, I'm not going to stop.
But when you get this, you're like teary-eyed, you know.
The one I got, I had to get off of eBay. Oh, here it is right here. Here it is. I actually had to pay for this on eBay. So yours is real, mine is not. I love that it's Tempe too, by the way, one of my favorite towns in the world. All right, so there's our link to her channel. Give her some love right now. Favorite thing about DVC that not everybody knows. Well, and we only got like 3 more minutes. And thanks, by the way, for coming on and being you and sharing your DVC knowledge and some fun and talking about your channel and for wearing the hat because I freaking love it. But tell me about something about DVC. It's pretty cool.
It's Wilderness Lodge.
I know. I was going to say it's right on theme. What are you wearing? Coconut? We're doing Polynesian, so you wear coconuts next week.
Yes. Be forewarned.
Tell us about DVC, something that we don't know, and then we'll say goodnight to the peeps.
What I love more about DVC is, people say, oh, it's just a timeshare, but it's nothing like a timeshare. But what I really love is all the extras that you get, like the member lounges and the Top of the World lounge and the Moonlight Magic events and there's parties just for you. I
even like the magazine. It's just fun.
The magazine is so clever and fun and behind the scenes. And there's just this whole little community that is Disney Vacation Club.
Yes.
Has so many fun extras that is not just a timeshare. It just, you know what I mean? So it is this
I don't even like
Disney
timeshares.
Community. Nobody does.
Yeah. It's not.
That's not it.
Part of me thinks it's just me to have drunk of the Disney Kool-Aid and maybe I'm in the cult, but the other part of me is like, no, you get A, B, C, D, E. It's just, if you go as much as I go, I think it makes financial sense. Now it depends on where you're at, I suppose. And but we were doing value-based resorts and the food program, what are they called? The food, whatever. What's it called?
The dining plan?
Dining plan, thank you. And for the same amount that we were doing an all-star resort every year, again, we don't have 1,000,000 points, but we got in. And we'll add more and more and more. That's not expensive if you're going every year anyway. Now, if you're not going every year, you can only go every 5 years. That's different. Everybody's in different places in life financially and such. But I don't find it, I love paying that bill.
It is like being.
I don't love any other bill.
It's kind of not exclusive in a snobby way, but it is its own exclusive, like I said, little community. It's
I couldn't have afforded to stay at the Poly. I couldn't have afforded to stay at Disney Wilderness Lodge. I couldn't afford to stay at fill in the blank had I not done it. So that's a savings to me. Now, do I need to stay at a really nice place when I go to Disney? No, but it's better and it's awesome.
It's especially nice if you stay for long amounts of time. So a lot of people will come for like 7-10 nights, because most of the villas have like a full kitchen. Not that you're going to cook, dinner, but
people do. I can't imagine doing it, but people do.
But people do. But it does make it nice to be able to have a quick breakfast or, that late night, little thing. So it is just really comfortable.
If we, 1 or 2 nights where we're not staying out late, we're in the hotel, to have a fridge, to have some space to heat stuff up. I mean, it's just
it's nice.
It's nice. I don't hate on the value resorts. I do love on DVC resorts. Lynn, I can't ignore this. Before we end the show tonight, feeling much better, but today I had an incident at work with a peeler, lost part of my pinky.
Oh no!
Please tell me you're kidding.
Those like vegetable peelers are no joke.
She's not
Seriously.
kidding. I finished my shift, so I'll go. Ow!
Oh my gosh,
So-
Lynn, I hope you're okay.
Lynn owes me 2 hours of life, and now I need some pain relief because my pinky hurts. I feel like I'm flipping somebody off when I do this. That's nuts. Lynn, I'm so sorry. I'm going to message you afterwards. I hope you're okay. Obviously you are. You wouldn't be here. But wow. It does not feel like a timeshare back to DVC, away from Pinkygate. Ouch. Does not feel like a timeshare. It is so much more. It totally is. Yeah.
There's Marvelous. I can't see chat because I had to use my phone because Dylan is playing some game. It's called Among Us, and he is addicted, like completely.
I have heard of it.
It actually looks fun. I was watching him watch a live stream of it, which is ridiculous to me that you watch somebody else play something, but he had it on the big TV, and it actually looks really fun. Almost like did you ever play 13 Dead End Drive?
No,
board
but
game?
it sounds terrifying.
It's like you don't know who the bad person is, and anyway, it seems really fun. But he
So
took my
I'm the old guy who loves board games more than computer games. I play Civilization. I own Civilization. You know, if I get sick or something, I miss 3 days of work, like whoever does that. But you know, I get in these kicks while I play Civ now and then. But yeah, no, I'm not a video. I mean, I just can't do it. Like everybody, a lot of my friends, a lot of our Disney YouTubers, they're into Call of Duty and all that. But I've heard of that game and people love it. I don't want to fall in love with another thing. I have so many things I want to do. None of them are video game. So, you know.
No.
But anyway, I'm glad you're here, and I love your hat, and I love DVC, and I love the Mickey Bunch and the channel. Get over there, guys. I spilt soda. There's some on my foot. There's some on my Disney pins, and I'm mostly annoyed. Yeah, and I feel like
you guys spill them on your pins. What?
Oh, I know. Do you see? Did you see it come off? Did you see that? Nasty. Anyway, love you all. Thanks for spending a little time with us. Tuesday night, Disney Vacation Club Talk. Welcome home. Kelly will be on many more times. We've got a bunch of other people that I've talked to you about it. Next week, Kelly, which resort would you like me to talk about? And we will.
Now, you've talked about Polynesian, right?
Last week I talked I talked about in the preview show before. This is only the second week of the show, but the Sunday night show where I talked about it kind of counts. We talked about when I kind of kicking off the show, and I talked about how I bought it, but I didn't dive into it too much. Last week we talked about my favorite things about the Poly. Today I talked about my favorite things about Disney. I'm sorry, Wilderness Lodge. But I've got some ideas, but I'm going to give it to you. You're my guest. What would you like us to talk about DVC? Whether it be 15 minutes or the whole hour, just depending on what she says, but at least one segment of whatever she says next.
I would really like to hear you talk about Beach Club.
Beach Club, 15 minutes on Beach Club, people. We're having that next week. And we'll have some other things too, because you're gonna have different segments and such. But Kelly, love you to death. Love you as a human. Love you as a DVC expert, and you can be on my show anytime, guys. I mean it. Please, it'd be a personal favor to me to go check out her channel, hit subscribe, watch a couple videos, and say hi to
Jalen.
Jalen on today's video.
Yeah.
And that would be awesome.
Thank you.
So that's it. Good Morning Disney is tomorrow morning. It's Wednesday, so you've got a show tomorrow too. What did you say? You're making Pog Juice. Pog Juice, which, oh my gosh,
and
that Pog Juice.
And now I can't even say it. The Tonga toast from the Polynesian.
I love both of those so much. I swear, Pog Juice, if that was meth, I would be a meth head. That is so good.
Seriously, you can't even explain to people that haven't had it how stinking good it is. I swear Taylor drank like a gallon of it while we were there. It's so good.
They brought us one, and they brought us another one over there. And me and my daughter Reagan were here, and Reagan didn't like it. I'm like, good, don't tell anybody.
Keep sliding it over.
So good, loved it. I'm glad it's not alcoholic. I would have fell all over Stitch or whatever. All right, yeah. How do you spell Jalen? Good question. Is it Jaylen or Jlen? For those who want to go give him a
Jaylen.
There you go. So go do that for me. See you tomorrow on Good Morning Disney on this channel, and then right after that we'll be promoting on the show. But I'll tell you now, if you sleep in, go over to hers. What's it called? It's called
Brunch with the Bunch.
See everybody tomorrow morning. Thanks for being here, and see you next Tuesday for Welcome Home. Watch for the website. Well, I'll announce it next week. That's it. Have the best day ever. Have fun storming the castle. You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. Good night.